Welcome to logical statements and expressions in Scheme. Now, I'm not going over if-else statements, truth tables, gates, all that stuff, because you should already know all that part. If you got to this class, you probably do. So let's put it that way. But what you didn't know is that the if function, if is a function, if you can believe that. If this is a functional language type of thing, right? Think about it. In the if statement, you had a condition that was going to be some type parameter that you would pass in. Then you would have a true portion of the if statement, and you could possibly have a false portion. In Scheme, there's going to be a true and a false. So whenever I say if statement in Scheme, it's always really going to be an if-else type of thing. So your first parameter in your function call is going to be the if, saying, hey, I'm going to use an if statement. You should already, with some of the things that we've done just on week 1 and week 2 here with that stuff's the same type of setup. There's the name of our function. Parameter number 1 is going to be the condition that we're going to be checking on. Parameter 2 is your validation, or sorry, I really should say your whatever you want. If it's going to be true, I want this. And then the last one is if the condition is false, this is what I want it to happen. So a very simple example, I'm going over a lot of other examples later on today. It's just a very simple condition with, here's our condition of if x is going to be less than 4.25. If that is true, we return a 9.5, or we return the variable back if it's false. So again, notice the overall breakdown on that. And I put extra spaces in this. So notice this is a function. This is a functional language. If is the name of the function, and that actually should make sense. I'm trying to weave in all the other things that you learned previously to get to this class to understand that functional languages are really built throughout a lot of the stuff that we already use, we just took for granted. Also think about the other things that we added in the if statement that we normally did in C++ or Java. Yeah, those are parameters. All of these things I'm hoping to really get into your brain that a lot of these things are functional languages that we use bits and pieces of in most of the languages that we use today.